Welcome back to another episode of the Educated and the Reckless podcast with your host, Apollo P. and
nobetternina.
And we're back again with another podcast for the century.
Happy 2019.
Happy 2019. If you're listening, this will be 2019, January the 2nd.
Yeah. Yes.
The
January
2nd.
We're recording this on December 30th.
Yeah, so we're still in the old year.
Yeah.
So we're going to be predicting a lot of things that's happening in the new year.
Ooh.
So check this out. It's going to be lit. It's going to be something.
It's going to be okay.
A paradox.
Let's what's the word? Proclaim our year ahead. 2019 for both of us will be very prosperous and abundant.
Yeah.
And successful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got.
2019 is going to be a successful year in terms of
career goals, ambition,
personal growth,
you
know, body and wellness,
yes,
you know, energy that's going to be put out there,
energy,
you know,
only.
You know, skills, you know, friendships, you know, financial gains and understanding, you know,
love relationships,
maybe for you. Maybe for you.
Nah, I'm not saying maybe. I want it. Okay.
I'm cool being by myself and linking up with chicks here and there. I am cool, I am cool being by myself.
Okay, I'm not cool with that anymore. So
I'm cool. Cause I don't really get it. Like I said, dick's kind of expensive. So.
I'm trying to get wifed.
You trying to get wife? I'm not even trying to get a wife. I'm not even trying to get a girl that's too close to me like that. Cause you know why? I'm funny style with my time. I'm funny style.
That's interesting. I heard you're going on a little date after this.
Yeah. So you listen to this. Yeah. So I'm going on a little date. You know what I mean? Like
with someone I happen to know.
Yeah, someone that you happen to know.
Yeah.
You know, this is gonna be a little outside my comfort zone in terms of a lot.
You're pushing yourself, growth.
Yeah, I'm growing. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm just gonna end off the old year with something new.
I can't wait to hear all about it next week. Yeah,
so
are we gonna hear about it next week?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you. I usually disclose what's going on in my life.
Good.
You know, I'm an open book.
That's exciting. So I guess it's kind of like a date for a date thing, since like you're going on this date now, and like now it's gonna serve as like something we can talk about.
Yeah.
I don't want to say content because it makes it sound like the date is strictly for content purposes when that's not.
It's not. It's not for content purposes, but
like
it's
the Valentine's date is strictly for content purposes.
Yeah. But this is my life, and it's for content, right? And it's everything I talk about is I talk on the mic. So you know, I guess little hint. This is a white woman I'm going out with. Mm-hmm. First ever white woman. I've never dated any white woman before.
Yep.
Not because it's like I hate white women or anything. I just never had never just had the time.
Yes. So
this one I still don't have the time. I still never really be in areas where white women are in abundance.
See, I live in Woodbridge, so
yeah. So I've never been. So this is still out my comfort zone. And I didn't have to act white or put on my white voice to happen, or I didn't have to sag my pants or act thuggish.
No, I don't think you ever should settle for a situation that makes you do that.
Yeah, because you know how certain black people, certain black men, they kind of, you know, go coony on us and start to act wearing button-down shirts and boat shoes when they're around their white woman. And you're doing a whole bunch of this weird shit that I've never seen before. Start wearing Crocs and shit. It's like, yeah, get that off, boy. Get that off. You know, start going white famous, shaving off their whole beard and smiling.
Yeah.
You know, or they go the extreme where they're all hella thugged out, got the grills, doing a whole bunch of dumb shit.
Yep.
And then that's how they attract. I'm kind of just in the middle. I'm just regular.
Yourself.
I'm myself.
Exactly.
I'm regular. I don't gotta do nothing to, you know, make me feel any type of way. I remember all right. So before we get into the podcast, I remember back in 2019. No, whoa, not back. This how far ahead of you guys. 2019 was just back in the day for me. No, so 2010, 2009, not 29, 2009 and 2010. I remember going to a school called Pocock. And when I got there, it was such a different environment from where I went from before, because I used to go to school at St. Edmund Campion. So when I go to Philip Pocock, I just meet a whole bunch of black people there that they're just like, yo, white girls are the thing. That's the first ever I had heard conversation about just black people just like, yo, we fucking with white girls over here. That's the move. And so I'm like, why? Black girls are beautiful and shit like that. they're looking at me like, yo, black girls are ugly type shit, and yo, the pussy's pink, and it just doesn't look contrast well with the skin and shit like that, and it's just weird and it's funky. And it's like, yo, I only do white girls or light skinned chicks. I'm looking at these guys. I'm like, yo, these guys. At the time, I just thought they were loony. I'm like, yo, I'm still gonna get this off. I'm still gonna pipe out these black chicks, all right? Not to degrade my queens, not to degrade my queens, but I'm still gonna pipe out these black chicks and still gonna keep it pushing. But there's the whole mentality of just I'm over there. It's like, yo, white is beautiful or something like that. So
even what's it called? One of my friends from Baltimore came down for Caravana weekend, and even she was saying, because in America, like the black guys aren't strictly about white girls only. Like they'll do everything. Yeah. But she even noticed here, when she came to like pregame with me, she's like, you know, one thing that I did notice, I was like, what? She was like, your black guys out here in Toronto only talk to white girls. I was like, oh wow. I was like, somebody like from out of town is telling us this. So it's not just something we're concocting like in our head, whatever. And she's just like, yeah, because she went with her cousin. She's I believe she's Nigerian, or she might. No. I think she's Ghanaian. It was her and her cousin, and her cousin's from Edmonton, and then her cousin's roommate or something like that, and she was like just basic white girl, like, you know, like just very normal looking, okay, like nothing crazy, like no huge ass, no big tits, like nothing. But she's like, every single guy was like coming to talk to her, and she showed me what she looked like, and I was like, yeah, there's really like nothing that special about her, like, you know. And she's like, yeah, like they just all came to talk to her, and I'm like, well, welcome to Toronto. But I feel like my theory is, well, even from what I've seen, it's mostly, I haven't really seen it too much in regards to African men strictly going after white girls. I've mostly seen it with Jamaican guys doing that. To be honest. I
mean, so before I say my hot take,
I'm scared.
Before I say my hot take, I just want to say that I don't know if that's unfortunate. Maybe it's unfortunate. Maybe that's why. But I have some friends who also say like, yo, I got myself a light skin. Like they always make it preference to talk about. Yes. They always make it their topic of preference when they're talking about a girl, about their skin tone. It's like, yo, I got this light skin ting, got this white ting, but they always make sure to say light skin.
To say this, yeah, to say
it's like color. So what someone brought it up, because I went to one of my friends' potluck and they had brought this up. It was like,
how was it?
It was a shim-sham. It was a fucking koala. I knew, because I think walking into it, I was like, I know this is a koala because their parents are out of town, and they're like, yo, what's a koala to get people to get dinner so I don't have to make none. I knew it was a koala. I took my donuts back too.
So it's a good thing I didn't go.
I took my donuts back, right? I'm thinking, remember how we're on the phone with him? He's like, yo, how many people come? He's like, a couple, a few.
Yeah, no. He said people are coming.
Yeah, it's like a couple.
We can't even do that to him. I like him. You can't do that to him.
He's like, yo, it's a couple or a few. I'm like, yo, and then I call again on the same day. He's like, how many people coming? His brother was like, yo, 20 mans. Well, not 20 mans and males, is 20 people.
Listen, the fact that he had to lie to you to make you hang out with him is just...
No, he didn't have to lie to make me hang out with him.
Vinci?
Vinci.
I always want to call him Vinci.
Nah, he didn't... Yeah, you don't...
Vinci, leave Apollo.
You don't gotta lie.
He's not here for you.
He doesn't have to lie for me to come hang out with him. Right? That's my best friend.
You're calling him 3 times. Asking how many people coming in. Why can't you just go to support him?
Nah, because you know...
so many people
because you know what? A potluck is more so... A potluck is like an arrangement of assortment of food for everyone.
Even if it was just you and him, you could have got pizza.
Yeah, stop it. A potluck is an arrangement of food and a collecting of people of showing different dishes and just getting that type of sense of like unity, right? If you wanted to have dinner with mans, it's like, yo, just come over through. I'm having dinner. Like that's what it felt like. It was like, no, the thing is, I made my mom make chicken wings because I didn't have time because I was working.
So she made them for you?
Yeah, she made them for me. Okay. So I brought the chicken wings. People done off the chicken wings at the place. Like, yo, who made the chicken wings? These shits is fire, fam. So I'm like, yeah, I brought the chicken wings. And then I brought 2 Krispy Kreme donuts. I waited in line for like 20 minutes. It was a Boxing Day special. Get 2 dozen of donuts, all glazed for like $15 or some shit like that. Oh. So I'm like, all right, bomb. When I pull up, I'm pulling up to the scene. I got the desserts. I got the meal. It's going to be an assortment. People are going to love it. Walk in. I'm looking around. I'm like, this everybody? He's like, yeah, this is everybody. And then I seen some next dude. He brought the liquor. I'm like, yo, how you gonna get that off liquor?
Yo, that's why I replied to your story and said I seen desserts, because I remember him specifically on the phone saying, don't fucking bring desserts.
So I'm thinking I was gonna bring desserts because, you know, there's a lot. You know, are we gonna even get into the topics? Fuck, this might just be the end of your rap. But like, I got into I got to the crib, right? I brought the donuts. I'm like, yeah, so fuck it. No one's buying dessert. I brought dessert. Mm-hmm. People are gonna love Krispy Kreme donuts, especially in a time like this, in a setting like this. We're all gonna be eating, and it's gonna be just a jolly time, right? Yeah. Just come in. I see there's jerk chicken, there's curry chicken, there's rice and peas, there's just white rice. I brought the chicken wings. I seen there's Rice Krispies. I seen there's cupcakes and cakes, mm-hmm. and I got the donuts. And there's mac and cheese. And I'm like, this is everything? It's like, yo, how many more people are coming? I'm like, kid you not, there was like under 10 people in the crib.
That's still fine. Like, he tried.
Under 10 people, and they made up majority of the food that brought into the crib.
Well, I mean, listen.
No, stop.
Blame him. Listen, he tried to like get people, and he also, I can defend him actually. What? He on the phone, he said, he's like, yeah, but you know how people are, like, because remember he said he wasn't gonna give you an exact number. He said, you know how people are, like whatever, like they'll say one thing and do another. So, listen, Vince, I'm defending you. I got your back.
Yo, his cousin and his friends pulled up, and you know what they brought? They brought fucking Lay's chips. I'm like, yo, this is how you giving it up right now, fam? I'm like, and some people might look at me like I'm crazy and stuff like that. I understand. Okay, Apollo, you're probably very selfish. You're probably thinking of yourself. You're supposed to go there. It's all about, spending time with people and stuff like that. Exactly. Blase. Nah, it was a potluck. I'm thinking, I've never been to a potluck before. I wanted to show up properly. I wanted to, bless the home and the table, the meal table, and provide food for other people, right?
Yes.
That's the whole potluck. The potluck is the most unselfish thing ever, probably, right? It's like, I wanted to go there. I told my mom to make something for me. I told her, yo, mom, I'm going to put a potluck, make something for the people. Uh-huh. It's going to be a nice night. I'm thinking, I'm going there. It's like, yo, people going to come through. Chicken wings going to be fire. Come through. People eat all the chicken wings. All right, bet.
Well.
Hey, yo, and he said one girl is supposed to come over and bring apple pie, but her situationship told her, do not step foot in the fucking house.
Damn.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, what type of man tells another girl not to bring apple pie to the crib? Like, it's a potluck.
You know what, Apollo? All in all, this is good practice for a bigger and better potluck one day.
Man.
But he still tried, so you can't blame him.
Man, Max told me 20 niggas gonna be there.
Well,
20 niggas.
It is what it is.
I thought the house was gonna be ram-packed with like an assortment of food. I was thinking there's gonna be butter chicken, curry chicken.
You got curry chicken.
Yeah, there's curry chicken, and there's
if I came, maybe I would have brought butter chicken.
Yeah, man, you could have got the butter chicken. You know what I mean? Like you could have got I was looking for like maybe like stewed beef and stuff. All right, but let me get back to the black girl topic.
Right. We drifted away.
Yeah, so why I brought that up is because I was at the crib and then they were kind of going on a rant. So when I'm with these guys, they be just exposing everything, and I'm like, damn,
like full locker room talk.
Yeah, and it was like we're in front of like other people too. So, but this is all friends and family. Mm-hmm. So they're exposing is like, they're like, yo, Paulo, what happened to the last shorty, light skin? Like, I was like, your last shorty that you had was light skin. I was like the last girl I claimed? Mm-hmm. She's like, yeah. And they're like, yo, the last girl after that, your shorty was light skin. I was like I claimed?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, you claimed. So all they're saying like the girlfriends I had, okay, truthfully, yes. The last 2 girlfriends I had within the last, was it 5 years, can I say? Mm-hmm. Were light skinned.
What about the
curly hair?
Lights, but I guess then the other one that was recent, the most recent one.
Yeah, she wasn't, no, she wasn't my girlfriend, but she
wasn't light skinned.
She was dark skinned, right?
Yes, yeah.
I do not discriminate with the dick.
Yes.
Only in terms of what color, what skin color, I do not discriminate. Yes, but in terms of like what type of person you are and what type of time, I discriminate. I discriminate like that.
Yes.
But I do not discriminate with the dick in terms of like skin tone and complexion. I don't really look at it as like, yo, because you were darker, I look at you like unattractive type shit. That's kind of corny to me. But some people put a lot of preference onto the skin tone and shit like that, which I never really found out. I don't really care about that, to be honest with you.
Some people do that.
I really don't care. Like,
that's good.
I really don't care. As long as I really don't like girls with acne and shit like that. But I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not really trying to be the girl with like crazy acne. And that's in terms of skin.
Skin for some people is a big thing, yeah.
In terms of skin, I don't want you to have like acne and breaking out and all that type of dry shit. But in terms of pigmentation and melanin, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't really give a fuck. As long as I find you attractive, you cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what happened to me with my car?
Yeah, go ahead.
Not even my car.
Go ahead.
So, I had a very traumatic experience. Mm-hmm. I was driving to the gym, and this was on Friday. I was driving to the gym, and keep in mind, it's my dad's car, and I had gotten into a fight with him the night before. So we're already not really on the best of terms. And I'm driving his car to the gym, and as I'm on Weston Road, I'm about to turn left onto Langstaff. I'm in the turning lane. And right when I put my indicator on to get into the turning lane, all the lights on the dash come up. The fucking thermometer thing jumped to the hottest thing, and the brakes stopped pumping. When I tell you, I thought this shit was gonna explode on me. Like, I literally started crying. I parked the car, turned it off, and it won't turn back on. The brake won't even push down. Like, it's just stuck. Like, it's like resisting. And I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, like now I have to call my dad and tell him his fucking car just died on me. So I call my mom instead, and I'm like crying. I'm like, Mom, like I don't know what happened. Like just bawling.
Call CAA.
People are looking at me, but nobody even offers to help me. Like people are just watching me cry in the car. People are honking because apparently nobody knows what the fuck hazard lights mean. And people are honking, just watching me cry, and I'm like, wow, everyone here is a fucking asshole. And so then my mom calls my dad.
So you didn't go off to the side?
I couldn't. The car wouldn't move.
Oh shit.
And so I call my dad, like it wouldn't even turn on. And I call my dad, I call my mom. My mom calls my dad. My dad comes to find me. And then right when he comes, I guess somebody called the police because I was blocking the lane. So a police officer
That's
came.
an asshole.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Yeah, watch me cry and just call the police.
You're gonna call the police just because the car stopped in the middle of the road.
Right.
It's because they want to slow down traffic.
Luckily, it was a very nice police officer. She was like talking to me. My dad had just got there, and then she's like, you know, you have a very nice dad. Like he's a really good dad because like came to help you and whatever and blah blah blah. Meanwhile, the whole time I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, if I had a boyfriend, I could have just called him for help instead of having to deal with my dad who's already pissed off at me and try and figure this out. So my mom calls CAA for us, and then the police officer's like, hey, I don't want you to sit in the car because if somebody comes zooming from the back, they're gonna hit your dad's car first, the van, because my dad came in the van, which is behind the car, and then they're gonna hit me. And then my dad's like, I'll sit in the car. She's like, no, I don't want either of you to sit there. And then my dad's like, okay, you take the van and go home. But see, the thing was, like, I'm not the kind of person who likes to miss a workout, and I could see the gym from where I was. Like, I could have easily walked there. So I'm just like looking at my dad, and I'm like, Dad, can I just go to the gym? Like, it's right there. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Just go to the gym. I'm like, yeah, call me when CAA comes, and I'll like come back and grab you, since I'm right here. But then I ended up going to the gym, thank God, and like released my like fucking anxiety and anger and all that shit. Yeah. And then he went with CAA, whatever, took it to the garage. They can't fix it, so I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen now.
Oh, a car's garbage then.
Yeah. And what else? Oh, I went to Warehouse on Friday for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And
that place trash though, but you had a good time.
I had a really good time.
Okay.
And so basically I went with like all my friends who were all in relationships. Yeah. Every time, like they're like in long-term relationships. Yeah. Like I'm talking like 5-6 years.
White women know how to keep a man.
So that is that's a whole other conversation. Shut up.
White women know how to keep a man, man.
That's not even true.
Man, man, let me say this. I remember KP always makes fun of me about having. I'm going to be the guy who's going to end up marrying and being with a white woman. And I told him, this is what I told him. Yo, I'm going to get my white woman. I'm going to help her. That white woman's going to help me maneuver into the industry and be successful.
Oh my God, just shut up.
That white privilege is, I don't know.
Anyways, so
pimp it out.
We're at Warehouse, and like while we're there, like my friends was like, hey, we want to wing woman you. Like we want to help you like find a guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you guys, like, sure, whatever. Like, this isn't going to work. Like, I'm not really, like, I'll go along with it, but, like, I'm not expecting anything, whatever. Ended up working. The first one, I kind of, like, did that on my own. Because, like, see, what had happened was I was waiting in line for the bathroom, and I seen the server, like...
You didn't have that type of energy in Mexico, though.
No,
You didn't have that type of energy in Mexico, though.
I turned someone down in Mexico.
You didn't have that type of energy in Mexico, though.
Yeah, because nobody was even cute in Mexico.
Oh, word? So you go into Toronto and you feel like there's a whole bunch of abundance of cute people?
Yeah, like they weren't cute in Mexico. And they were a lot of old people. Anyways, so...
You didn't have that energy in Mexico, though.
So I was waiting to go to the bathroom, and I seen the server making the fries, and I'm like, he's kind of cute. So then, whatever, I don't really remember how we started talking. I think I said something like, yo, can I get, like, fries or something? Mm-hmm. And then we were talking for a bit, and then he's like, Kate, when you go to the bathroom, when you come out, just just like discreetly, like, I'm gonna hold them out and discreetly like walk by and just take it and just keep walking. I was like, okay. So I did that, got free fries, and then every time I went to the bathroom, we just ended up talking, and then he ended up taking my number, whatever. And then when we were walking back, my friend Amanda, she tries to... Hold on.
You respect his job position, his occupation.
What do you mean? Why? Because like took fries?
No. Just because like some women would look down at a man who's serving as.
Nah, like we're still young. Like okay. I know a lot of my friends and stuff aren't even in their field yet.
Okay, so you respect him as a man and his job position. Okay.
And then Amanda tries to hook me up with these other guys at the bar, and it was like talking to a brick wall. So I was like, I'm not even with this. Like whatever. And then
they're dumb, or they just have no personality.
He just had no personality. She's like, yeah. She's like, even when she was trying to talk to him, whatever. Like he was very just like. I don't know, like he just wasn't it. And like she's like, yeah, like because he brought a drink because he saw that I had a shot, so he bought himself a drink so we could like cheers, whatever. Yeah. But like he wasn't. I don't know.
Oh, that's corny, man.
Yeah, it was really corny. Like,
I would never buy myself a drink and then cheers at you.
Yeah. So anyway, so that happened. I would
never buy you a drink either.
Then the last one.
No alcohol in your system, baby.
The last one, we were leaving the bathroom and we were literally about to go because they wanted to go to like Spice Route.
Okay.
We were about to go, and as we're walking out from the bathroom, she's like, oh my God, Nina, you have to come here. I'm like, why? And she's like, this guy, like, he was just like looking at you, whatever. Like, literally anybody who looked at me, they're like, we have to go talk to him. And honestly, though, it was kind of good because I've said it before on the podcast. I'm a pussy. I will never make the first move. I will never talk to somebody. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many times you look at me. Like, I'm not going to come and say hi to you.
Sometimes
I don't have the balls to do that.
I remember reading this book. Sometimes a man, when he looks at you, maybe he's not even trying to talk to you.
Exactly.
Maybe he's just trying to just take you in, capture you, and just appreciate.
See, and that's why I don't. That's why I don't bother. Yeah. And so Amanda's like, no, she's like, you had to have seen his face. And I'm like, okay, like, who are you even talking about? And so whatever, like, she goes up to him and she's like, hey, like, this is my friend Nina, and he's like, hi, like, I think you're really pretty, blah blah blah, just talking to me and stuff. And I'm like, cool. But then he ended up actually being really cool. He had a personality. We talked a lot, and then I ended up talking to like him and his friends and stuff, and like we were just having conversations and stuff. And yeah, I guess like it was kind of a successful wing woman type of night. I don't know. I know Amanda was happy as shit that she got me talking to all these people because, like I said, I do not do that ever. But yeah, no, I actually had a lot of fun at Warehouse.
Don't tell me you're that one friend.
What do you mean, the one single friend? That is me.
That one friend is like, fuck, we got Nina with us. Yeah, distracted.
No, I'm not like that. Because initially, like, even when we were, like, that was never the game plan, but when we were in there, I don't know, they just, like, they were bored, like, and they were like, yo, let's just go and, like,
because they can't do it. Oh, they're living through you. You know what? They're probably living vicarious through you.
Living through me.
Yeah, they are.
No,
it's like, let's get Nina set up. Okay, let's do it.
But, yeah,
we can't do it no more myself. So they're living through you. And every time you come back with a success story, it's like, we did that. Yeah, we did that.
This is the first time they've done it. So.
Oh, for real?
They've suggested doing it before, but like I never went along with it.
You ever? I don't know if girls do this, but my friends and I, we were talking about this yesterday. Not yesterday. A few days ago. They were like, "Yo, when one man smashes, we all smash. It's a win for all of us."
I don't get that.
You don't get that?
No.
So when one of our friends, one of your friends, like smashes,
yeah,
it's kind of like you get the W as well. You know, it's like, all right, go smash it for us. Or not in terms of you smashing
for
them,
get it, but that's kind of that. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
It's like, all right, you win. It's like, yeah, you did that. You got say if my friend is like Trey Songz and stuff like that, and he end up, you know, taking down like Beyonce and some shit like that. It's like, yeah, you did that.
I don't know about that's a win. That.
Well,
but
it depends on how you look at it.
The one thing I wanted to say was, so after this, I'm like texting, texting two of them. Well, two of them were texting me, whatever. And literally both of them said this to me, and this is the one line I absolutely hate.
Go ahead, talk about it.
I've never been with an Indian girl before. And I absolutely hate that line because to me, it almost makes it feel like they're just pursuing me so I can be like another flag under their belt type of thing. So that's like the one thing that makes me very
You start telling people you white, yo.
I think I'm gonna start telling people I'm completely different race.
I see you could get off.
They literally spent 10 minutes trying to guess my race.
You could get off that you're Armenian, maybe Greek.
No, but see, Armenian is not common either. I don't want to do that either because then they're gonna say the same thing.
You can start saying you're Armenian.
I'm gonna just say don't even bother figuring it out.
Probably like you could probably pull off the Italian. I'm from Sicily.
You could just say Spanish. Everyone thought it was Spanish.
Like from Spain? Spanish from Spain?
No, I don't think so. Like, I don't know where. They just always said Spanish. Like, they were shook when I told them I was Indian, and I was like, yeah, cool, thanks, you guys. Like, can we move on now?
Oh, you start telling people. I say you could get away with Greek.
Yeah, but like then it's like
you could get away with Greek. You could get the Greek off.
I don't know.
You could get the Greek off.
Okay.
You could get the Greek. Talk
But
about
I feel
gyros
like even
and all
that's
that.
still like to them another.
Man, you could get the Mediterranean. You could get the Mediterranean off. Like I'm Mediterranean. You could get that off, and
I'm
people
just start saying shit that doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna just start saying I'm like Korean.
All right,
like,
you know, let's go. Let's keep it pushing. All right, so I want to start things off on a somber note.
Okay.
And I was on Instagram today.
Mm-hmm.
I went to one of these Instagram accounts and I saw that they reported something. I sent you a text about it.
Yes.
I saw that they reported that New York is having its safest year to date this year with only 283 murders, homicides and stuff that have been reported. And back in 1990, they had about, was it like over 1,000 or over almost 2,000? I forget.
I'm not sure. I didn't. You just sent me a screenshot, no?
Yeah, it was that. I looked at that and I'm like, this is what I sent Nina. So it says 283 homicides were reported in New York this year, the lowest ever. In 1990, 2,245 murders were reported. So about, 28 years ago?
Okay.
28 years ago, New York was going through a terrible state. This was the 90s.
Yes.
Right off the cusp of the 80s. So I sent that to Nina and I'm like, even while New York is going through its safest period right now, it's still more dangerous than Toronto.
Yes.
Still more dangerous than Toronto. Mm-hmm. This is the safest New York has ever been, and it's still more dangerous than Toronto.
But why is that a surprise to you?
It's not a surprise to me. It's more so perspective.
Okay.
You know what perspective is? Why are these little fuck guys over here talking about, yo, Toronto's doing this, the murder? You know what I mean? Fuck out of here, you corny motherfuckers.
Yeah, but it's because, you know what it is, why people feel that way is because Toronto's never, well, they have, but they haven't experienced, like, such, I guess, high numbers.
We still haven't hit triple digits yet. We're not. Remember how you sent me a Twitter DM from CP24 saying we're at 96 murders.
Yes.
And I'm like, we're not hitting a whole 100 before the end of the year. Because you know what? Last time we reported on it was like 90 something, right?
Yes. Or it was like 89. I think.
89. Mm-hmm. And it only got to like 7 after that. And that was like last month. Mm-hmm. We're not hitting like 4 tomorrow was the New Year Eve. Yes. We're not hitting 100. I know we're not hitting 100.
I hope we don't.
We're not.
But that's why I feel like people get like, they start saying like Toronto's so unsafe and blah, blah, blah.
They're not. It's not.
But that's the thing, like for us, this is not really normal. But for people like in New York, this to them is like, that's why for them, 283 murders is a good thing because they've seen worse than that.
They've seen worse.
Exactly. So it's like the same thing here. It comes down to perspective and what you've experienced. Yeah. This is a lot to people in Toronto who've lived here for so long. Like that, like even my grandpa, like he's lived here for 40 something, almost 50 years. Yeah. And like even he was talking about it, like when he saw one day, like there was like a bunch of shootings one day and he's like, oh my God, like it's getting so bad and blah, blah, blah. But
this is like the equivalent of when the quote unquote white suburban people see the black people coming in and it's like, there goes the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it's like when you see something on CP24 with a whole bunch of shootings, like there goes the city. Nah, it's not. People got to stop with the whole bullshit. All right. So because there's more shootings, yes, the media and the news specifically are going to what's that thing? Propaganda.
Yeah.
They're going to propagate. They're going to exploit. And they're going to drive home the fact that there is shootings. In retrospect or in reality, Canada or Toronto is one of the safest places in the world.
Yes.
One of the safest places in the world. You could come here and live like, your grandpa said he's been here like for over 50 years. Has he ever seen a gun before?
I believe someone got shot in his street and he saw it happen, but
damn, son. Sure. I've never seen a shooting happen. I've only seen a car accident, and that was barely that car accident happened so fast in the blink of an eye. And I've never seen anyone get stabbed. I've never seen anyone out on the floor bleeding. I've seen people get jumped and beat up, but I've never seen anyone just blatantly get shot.
Any of that, to be honest.
Shot, like I'm saying, like this is then again I live in Brampton.
Beat up, I used to see in the high school. But nothing crazy.
Yeah, so it's like people are looking at this as like, yo, Toronto is a dangerous city. No, motherfucker, it's not. It's not.
But it's more dangerous than what they're used to. That's what.
I mean, there's an increase in shootings. You know.
But that's what makes people feel unsafe.
Yeah, and plus they're seeing it graphically posted on television, like, "Oh, this is happening," and then the news is always keeping up with the homicide rate, going like, "Yo, we're at 96, 97, 98." Oh, and then we're gonna hit one. I'm telling you, if Toronto hit 100, you would see how the field day that CP24, CTV, Global News.
That's the right word.
What I say?
No, like you're saying the right thing, but I'm just saying I don't know if that's the right word you'd want to use.
Yo, they're gonna have a field day. No, I'm sorry. I see. I might be insensitive about it, but they're gonna have a fucking field day.
Yes.
If the minute Toronto, if Toronto hit
they'll have a field day with
the stats. If Toronto hit, let's say if Toronto hit 100 homicides at the beginning of the month, they would have a fucking field day. They're going like, danger. You would have press conferences. We would see like the Toronto head of police chief having a whole bunch of conferences and presses and press releases.
Even so, though, he already has like.
Yeah.
But you know what I think makes this year
field day live.
But you know what, Apollo? There is one thing that I do think that makes this year scary for people in Toronto is the fact that a lot of these homicides were mass attacks.
Yeah.
So when it comes
it was two. Yes. It was two. And that's what makes the majority of what's numbers up right now.
Exactly. When it comes to the van attack happening and the Danforth shooting. And for that, it's like, we don't see that in Toronto. Like, you see that happen in the States and things like that, but you don't, all the time I've been here, I've never seen that ever before. Right. And for two of those to happen in 1 year with so close, I think that's what really like set people, like made people afraid. Like, you know, it makes you, because a lot of people, like, especially after those and stuff, were very hesitant on going to big events. I remember Caravana, so many people were like, I'm not going, like,
people, whatever. Caravan's been getting, from what I know, Caravan has been getting shot up for the last 8 years.
And you know what? This year it actually did not.
Yeah, for
like,
10 years.
For the first time, it actually didn't this year. And so people, like, you know, like, they really did, yes, I understand it's scary, but, I mean, the way I see it, you really just gotta live your life.
Yeah, man. And I look at it like this. I was talking about this. Oh, not even talking. I was thinking about it, contemplating while I was in the shower, letting the water beat down on my back. And it's raw audio. You gotta be very descriptive.
You could have just left it at taking a shower.
So as the water is beating down on my back and the back of my head, I'm just thinking, it's like, yo, if these two things didn't happen, the van attack and the shootings at the Danforth, our numbers would be significantly a little bit lower than they are right now.
Well, it would be 10 less, because I think 10 died in the van attack. 2 at the
11.
Danforth.
It was 11.
11?
Was 2? So, was it 2 at the Danforth? No,
2. The 10-year-old and 18-year-old.
I thought it was like they had a whole mural over people.
They had a mural. They still had the mural there for Taste of Danforth when I went, but it was
only for 2.
Only 2, yeah. A 10-year-old girl and an 18-year-old girl.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Damn, that's still unfortunate.
That would be 13. Yes. So we'd be down 13 from 96. So 6, 7. So like 83.
Yeah.
Still a lot.
It would probably tie with the most deadliest time. It would not. It'd be right under the most deadliest time ever, because everyone was like 80 something.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, man. You know, be safe.
Yeah.
Always.
But live your life.
Oh yeah, please. Always live your life.
Don't live in fear.
Yeah, and it's real, and you gotta. See, the thing is, there's certain places in the world I wouldn't want to go to because they give it up grimy over there. Yeah. Like El Salvador, they give it up grimy. Mm-hmm. Brazil, they give it up grimy.
Yeah.
You know, Jamaica, they give it up grimy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Parts of Africa, they give it up grimy.
I feel like a lot of, like you could even say in India too, like a lot of these underdeveloped countries, it's like that because their laws their government systems are very corrupt.
Yeah.
A lot of them. So I feel like that plays a part in it.
Give it up fucking grimy. If I go to LA, they give it up grimy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I look at it like this. If I want to be a world traveler, if I want to go to different places, I just got to know that, yo, when I come back home, it's GTA, I'm not experiencing just random attacks of just violence and things like that. Or I'm not coming back home to a bloodshed of just bodies spilt over constantly, or a wake of just, you know, a lot of death and a lot of disparity going on. Yeah, some people lose people. Some people lose friends and stuff like that. But let's be honest, a lot of the things that people are dying from are car accidents and car-related deaths, rather than
the pedestrian shit.
Rather than homicides and gang-related shit. I mean, granted, people do die because people do join gangs and shit like that. But you know, that's what it is. I don't want to. Yeah. So.
What was that?
pick up the spirits a little bit. I wish we had some type of...
Okay, can we not do that first story then?
What first
It's not
story?
going to pick up the spirits.
Are you talking about the Iggy Azalea? No, this shit's gonna pick the shit up.
Okay. Okay.
we switch things over here because we're on fast pace. We're on media over here. Mm-hmm. So Iggy Azalea, you seen that video over?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I looked at that. I looked at what Iggy did, and I'm like, fuck it, yo. People paid good money to see Iggy. Yes. She gonna keep that show going, and Iggy has been popping. So
but you know what? A lot of the sites, when they initially posted the video, they didn't post the part where she said, "Hey, can we get a medic?" and then started the song. They just posted it from when she's looking at the girl and then starts the song. So when I initially saw it, I'm like, "What the fuck? That's a dick move." Like she didn't even say nothing. Yeah. But then when I saw that, okay, she did call for a medic. A lot of the comments were like, like having a seizure is completely different from a sprained ankle, which obviously. Like I agree with that. Yeah. However, I do think she did handle the situation because when someone has a seizure, you're not supposed to touch them. Yeah. Either way. So she did say right away when she saw her, "Can we get a medic?" So they sent the medic, whatever, and she said, when that happens, you are supposed to do that and then wait for like them to come and then stop. And she did that, and she can't do anything when someone's having a seizure. If you touch them, they might die.
When someone's having a seizure, you're supposed to roll them over to the side.
Yeah. So they don't choke on their like spit and shit.
Or tongue or bite their tongue off.
Yeah. So it's very like I think she handled it well. I think obviously just the media, nobody credits Iggy for anything.
I mean, what she did there. I was like, I respect it. It was like, fuck you. People pay good money to see you perform.
Yeah.
I mean, she's alive. The dancer is alive. She even put a statement out. She was like, she thought she had a sprained ankle. It was like, fuck it. It was like, can we get a medic?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm out here in Brazil. These people going to pay. People pay good money to fly me out here. I'm going to give them a good show. Yeah. In this fucking arena. I don't know what type of festival she was at.
I don't know either. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah, it was a festival type of shit, but she was like, fuck it. If I'm not popping in the United States, I'm going to be popping in South America. Let me give this a good show. And then she started singing. And DJ was like, fuck that. We're going to turn that shit off. Focus on her.
Yeah, no, I definitely think she did the right thing. Because like I said, you're not supposed to ever touch someone other than roll them on the side. And if you're not medically trained to touch them, then leave it alone.
Yo, I remember I was in grade 8 or grade 7 talent show or talent show rehearsal. One of the chicks had a fucking seizure on stage. She was just
yo, I have never seen that. I don't ever want to see it.
Yo, I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on? She was like, she's having a seizure. And then I'm just seeing this girl just coagulating on the stage.
That's scary.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I did. When I was at school in Baltimore, I did have this girl in my class, and she had told the teacher, she said, like I have a history of having seizures and stuff. If it ever happens, just start calling my name, and that's how I like get out of it before I get into it. And one day I remember, because I was shook. I was like, fuck, this girl's gonna have a seizure right now. Like, I was scared. I was sitting in class and she was answering a question. She had her hand up and then she had her hand up. As soon as the teacher picked her, she just stopped and she was like staring, and then her eyes like started like, I don't know, like they were like doing some weird shit. And then the teacher's like, oh fuck, like she realized, so she bangs the table and she calls her name and then she like snapped out of it. And then she was like back to normal, and then she was like, okay, like whatever.
Yo, I want to. So
what the?
I just googled it. What causes for someone? So what seizure is seizure an epilepsy type of thing?
Something similar to that. You can get a seizure from if you have epilepsy.
Okay, so seizure, a change in the brain's electrical activity. Could drive. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so you could have epilepsy, a head injury. I don't know what this word is. General tonic, chronic. I don't know what the. Alcohol withdrawals. There's like a bunch of things that could cause cerebral palsy, concussions, low blood sodium, skull fracture,
I know,
brain
sometimes
cancer.
it's genetic, no?
Yeah. Heat. Oh yeah, you could. To be honest, a lot of things can cause.
Yeah.
Shit. I guess I remember how Lil Wayne and Rick Ross, they had seizures. Rick Ross had a seizure this year, and then Lil Wayne had histories of having multiple seizures just because I think either because of the lean addiction.
Yeah, I think it was the lean too.
But even Fredo Santana had a seizure, which was the cause of his death.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was.
No, he had a seizure, but it was
I thought
induced.
it was the lean triggered the seizure.
No, it was what happened. Yes, it was the lean. It was doing lean.
Yeah.
And then with the lean, it was a cause of cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
That led to the seizure. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, it's just a scary thing. Like, I
hope I'm right. If anyone's listening to this, please correct me if I was wrong about the whole Fredo Santana thing.
Like, what do you think they, like, see when you have a seizure? Like, do you, like, are you still, like, is your brain still there, or are you, like, knocked out? Like, I don't know. That's a good
question. I would have to ask someone who would experience it. I would assume it is you're blacked out, and you're kind of one of those.
Because, that'd be really scary if you're, like, able to see and, like, know what's going on, but it's one of those things where you just can't talk and you're uncontrollably, like, convulsing and stuff. That's
fucked up. What, like, how do you just have to wait till it stops? And
yeah, I think I had a cousin who she had a bunch of them this year alone.
Damn, yo, because like, that shit could kill you though.
That's what I'm
saying. That's fucked up too.
I swear she had like 4 or 5 this year alone, or it was last year, and I don't know how they like stopped it. Like, they obviously had to call an ambulance when it happened, but like I don't know what they did to stop it. A lot of time, like, I know she was going for brain scans and stuff to see and figure it out, but I don't know what ended up being the results of that.
Damn, yo, that's fucked up. Yeah. I would hate to say I would hate to be with someone.
The doctor did say to her, though, because a lot of them happened when they would have sleepovers with our other cousins. Yeah. And when they do those sleepovers, like, they don't go to bed until 10:30 in the morning. They stay up all night until 10:30. Yeah. And he was saying she's
not having proper rest.
Yes, and like not sleeping properly, and like eating habits and stuff too.
That's what a lot of art, like Rick Ross, he said he would stay up multiple nights and work on music, and that's what led to the seizures.
Yeah. I can't even pull an all-nighter. Like, I'm not good at that.
Yeah, to be honest, doing all that stuff that people like to brag about, like, I'm staying up all night, I don't go to bed until, like, what's the blood? Yo, bro, you can keep that. That's not going to make, that just make you cool. When you tell me that, I'm like, yeah, I bet. I'm going to bed or whatever.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm sleeping, because they do say, like, yo, sleep is the most important thing when you need to have. Like, yeah. I don't take my health for granted. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, I may not be the most top fit, healthiest person, but I'm not doing the shit that's going to lead me down the path of just fucking my shit up. Yeah, because I'm trying to stay young. You can see my skin glowing so effervescently.
I swear that's your word of 2018.
Effervescent?
Yeah.
I took that.
Pick a new one for 2019.
Nah, man, this is going to bleed over. My whole verbiage is going to bleed over. So, yeah, what you think? You think, you said you don't feel she did anything wrong?
No, I don't think so. I think she did the right thing.
I mean, neither. I mean, the show must go on.
Yeah, and she did. Yeah. She can't do anything to stop it. So
I was trying to entertain you guys.
What's it called? So an interview came out. I think it was with Vlad TV.
Yeah, Vlad TV. Shout out to Vlad.
Yeah, you love him.
Yeah, I mean, Vlad. Although he's a white man,
I know you love him.
Inside the black culture,
he inspires you a lot.
Yeah. That's what when I started doing interviews, right?
I know.
I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it like him, because I just never thought I thought I needed 2 cameras. And I was like, Vlad just stays behind the camera. I was like, all right, I'll do the Vlad thing.
So he did an interview with Nick Cannon, and Nick Cannon in the interview said that if you're with him, you don't have to work because he will always provide for you.
Stop. You know what? I don't think I watched the full interview.
Yeah.
And I watched the full interview from start to beginning. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, what the clip they got was the hot take clip. Mm-hmm. He was like, yeah, when you're with me, do all that. But in context, it was similar to that. But he was saying that he doesn't want to go through the trouble of all that stuff that a lot of other people go through when it comes to the baby mamas and them taking X amount of money from them. Yeah. It's like, cool. It's basically for peace of mind.
Okay.
It's like, fuck it. You have my child and you have my child. So like, you're my wife or you have my child. So if whatever type of amenities and necessities that you need in terms of benefiting my child, fuck it. If you're with me,
I swear in the clip he said like it doesn't, or what I read, because I read it from the Shade Room. It's where it said like he said if you're his baby moms, it doesn't matter. Like if you're with him, then that's when it matters.
No, because he has another child, because he has kids with Mariah Carey, and he had a recent baby with someone else. Mm-hmm. She said if that woman did not want to work again, he was like, fuck it, I wouldn't mind.
See, that's a little crazy to me. You know what it also reminded me of was there was a video going around on Instagram and Twitter of this guy giving his girlfriend Christmas presents, and she would open it and she's like, it would be the light bill or the car note and stuff like that. And like he's also saying like, I've been paying it all year, you haven't been in the dark and blah blah blah. Like that to me was really whack, because I'm like, yo, you're not going 50-50 on this shit, like you're both living in the house, why is he the one paying the light bill? Or like if you're both driving the same car, why aren't you guys splitting it down the middle? That didn't make sense to me.
To be honest, what you come to realize is that there's a lot of bird bitches out there.
Yeah, and then it's just like, why are you guys choosing them? Anyways, that's another story.
There's a lot of bird bitches out there, to be honest with you.
But that reminded me of this a lot. And I think even with the Nick Cannon thing, Romeo Miller responded and he was just like, it's cool, yeah, but it's like also comes down to if something was to happen to me, it's like your whole survival depended on me almost. Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is true.
And our survival is dependent on me.
Yeah. And for me personally, like I'm the kind of person who I don't like taking things from people. Mm-hmm. Whether it's like, I know when like I'm down and out and stuff, like money wise, like people at work are always like, oh, you want me to buy you lunch or something like that? And I'm like, no, it's fine. Like I can pack a lunch. Like it's not a big deal. Like, you know what I mean? I'm the kind of person who I'll work with what I have, but I don't ever like taking, I guess, help from other people. Mm-hmm. So like even just hearing this, I was like, yeah, that sounds like a lot of people's dreams. And yeah, obviously I joke about like, oh, like you want to be spoiled and blah blah blah, but it comes to a certain point where you're just like, yo, like I want to work too, and like I don't again, like Romeo Miller said, I don't ever want to feel like I was so dependent on someone to the point that if something happens to them, it's gonna cripple my entire life. Yeah. Like that's not what I would want for sure. Like I don't know.
There's a lot of even we don't even have to go as far as to see how these girls beat with celebrities. We can even go as low as the regular chick that still goes to school, live with her parents, and has no fucking job for the past 2-3 years.
Yes.
How the fuck you surviving, right?
Yeah.
It's because you giving up the pussy or lack thereof to someone, or giving someone the idea of getting the vagina where they'll give you money in your hands, right? And I never really understood the concept, because I remember back in high school, I remember hearing girls saying that, yo, I got this boops, just give me money and stuff like that. Maybe in some type of warped reality, that man feels like he's able to provide, because certain men on this world say that I want to provide, protect and provide for my woman. When I say that, I don't necessarily mean in a sense of I'm trying to give you money and just, yo, here's $400, just, yo, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think like that. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense. It's like, it's how I look at it is like, yes, you want to be able to protect and provide for your lady and your family and things like that. But there remember that saying is like, you could give a man, what's that thing? You could give a man a loaf of bread and he'll be able to eat, but you could teach a man how to fish and he'll be able to eat it for life, right? So providing is something is more so me educating my woman on certain things so she's able to eat and be long and have a long life. You know what I mean? If I could give my chick $400 or $1,000 or $1,500 or $2,000 a month for her not doing anything, I'm just what I'm doing is just bringing her the bread and the fish right in front of her so she can eat it.
Yeah.
Right? The minute I die, how's she gonna eat?
And you know what else I also think this comes down to is a lot of men, I guess, I don't know if it feeds their ego to know that they're able to support or provide for someone. But it could also come down to like a controlling thing too, like knowing that you can provide for someone that much. Yeah, like I remember, this wasn't controlling in any way, shape, or form, but I remember I went on a couple dates with this guy, and like he would always pay like every single date, whatever. Yeah. And then one day I picked him up from the gym and he forgot his wallet. And he was like so distraught. Like he's like, I can't believe this happened. I'm like, yo, it's not a big deal. Like I'll pay. Like you've literally paid for every single date. Like that's just like, I'll take it. It's fine. And he's like, no, like he was like so like, he felt like it was taking away from his manlyhood to the point where when we got out the car to go pay, he's like, can you just like give me the money so I can pay for it so it looks like I paid for it. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, like whatever, but it's not that big of a deal. Like it's really not. I let him do it, whatever. Like, but I was like, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, I don't care. I'm not looking at you differently because I'm paying for this time. Like, it's, I don't know. I don't think like. I guess it also comes down to the pressure society puts on men in terms of what they're supposed to do.
To be honest, I don't see like I'm an outlier for a lot of things. I don't remember how I was telling you even in the car. If a girl suggested that she's going to pay, I'll let her pay. Yeah. Like. I let her pay. I just know that if I see, the thing is, this is what a lot of people don't do, right? This is what a lot of people. You're supposed to have. I remember getting this from TK Kirkland. If you want to start dating people, have a certain amount of money saved up in your bank, right? Not to say because you have to have money to date. It's just in case that you say like, I got something back. So say if you're dating this girl for like 3 months or something, and lo and behold, you guys get her pregnant, right?
Yeah.
You get her pregnant. You want to have the type
have the backup.
You have money. It's like, all right, I could take care of this.
Yeah.
Right. But I also say this to say that, like, if I go on a date, I'm doing it because I feel like I can afford it. Mm-hmm. You know. So I'm not taking you. If I can't afford nothing, I'm not going there. I'm not going to take you on no date. I'm not going on nowhere with no girl. Yeah. I've done that before. And I'm like, why am I out here? I can't be out here with this girl, entertaining this girl, and knowing I can't, and I'm dependent. I'm gambling on if my debit card is gonna go through. Yeah, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. I've been in that situation a long time, but because I know better. It's like if I don't have the money for it, or if I'm gonna use that money for something else, I'm not going out with you. I'm staying in the crib. Yeah, no, that's definitely like, and even like I was saying to you in the car, like it literally just boggles my mind that it's like guys will like pay, like you're paying for a whole, especially when it comes to first dates, because 9 times out of 10 the guy's paying for the first date. I'm the kind of girl who always offers to go half and to pay for whatever I ordered and stuff. But I'll never just sit there and be like not say anything and just expect you to take it. But like it just blows my mind that it's like when it like guys will always just like you're paying to go on a first date with a girl. For the most part, you probably barely even know, and it's like you're spending, I don't know, like for example, when I go to All Stars, it's like a $45-$50 bill. See, I stopped doing that. You know what? Going to dinner on the first day, that's a no go for me no more. It's more so I like to do activities because activities are a lot cheaper than eating. Well, yeah, sometimes. Except what's it called? I've done an escape room before. That's a really, you guys, if you're dating right now, please do an escape room. That's definitely the best thing I ever did as a date. Except for the person I went on the date with, I kind of got co-walled, but that's another story. It's a co-walled thing. No, but it's expensive though. It is one of those things you do have to go half on because it's like $60 bucks, 65, 70 sometimes, depends where you go. But those are definitely a better way to bond and get to know the person that you're with. It's just crazy to me. I mean, we always get off topic. This is the second time we talking about that, and then we got off. All right, let's get back on the next kind of thing. Okay. So. You know, fuck it. We already. We feel like we already said what you had to say. We discussed it. We flipped it. We flopped it. Hold on. Before we go any further about the thing, in terms of this, right? If a man said that, like, yo, you never want to work again, that's cool. I'll be able to take care of you. Well, how would you feel about that if a man gave you that proposition? I wouldn't want it. You wouldn't want it? I don't. I like to have my independence and to know that I've done things for myself. Yeah. Like I've also said before, like I never want to be that person who's like, I know Apollo. Like, I want to be the person who it's like, I am that person. You know what I mean? Like, I've built it myself. I never want to be able to have somebody say to me, well, without me, you wouldn't have this or something like that. I never want that. I like my independence. Exactly. But it's nice to have a contributor to someone that it goes both ways, that I can contribute to you and you can contribute to me. Yeah. I'd rather that, but. Equally yoked. Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, so why they keep on doing my boy Chris Brown before he turns 30? This guy's gonna have rack up 170 charges, bro. Like, really? Well, no, I'm joking. I just threw that. I was like, what the fuck? I just threw that out there. But the way that this man's 20s has been, his 20s has been rough. Yeah. His 20s has been rough. From the Rihanna to the baby. Was he even 20 today? Was he 20 today? Actually, might have been like. It was 10 years ago, right? Because he's turning 30 as of next year. So then he must have been 20 on the dot. And when that thing happened, I was in grade 10. It was 2008. I was in grade 8. So it was 10 years. So 19. Or I was in grade 7. He was 19 at the time. Yeah. 18, 19. One or the other. His 20s has been rough, dog. Yeah. His 20s has been rough. Shout out to Chris Brown for maintaining. Like, at 20, going through the shit he's been going through. But he's also grown a lot in terms of his reactions and responses to things. Because he used to be wild before. And now it's like he's grown a lot in terms of that. And now I just feel like they're just testing him with this whole, like, criminal charges for owning a pet monkey. Yeah. Like, when I was reading the article, it's like, people reported it because they were like, it's a threat to his daughter royalty. Like, that's a safety hazard. Yeah, Mind your fucking business. Like, you really think that this man, like, he loves his daughter. Like, he shows it. Like, you know what I mean? You really think that he's going to put her in the presence of something that could harm her? No. And it's a small-ass fucking monkey. He doesn't have no gorilla up in his house. Like, it's not like that. I just think people need to mind their business. And it's just, like, I don't know. This just sucks that it's, like... He can't do anything. Shit's been rough for Chris Brown, bro. He can't do anything. I've never met Chris Brown, but I like him. I like him too. I like him, but dude's resilient.
Yeah.
Dude's been he's been to jail once.
Yeah,
jail once. I remember he came out of jail. He was kind of husky a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, yo, he's been through ups and downs. Like, just to see, when I saw this report going about, like, yo, he could face 6 months in jail for having this type of exotic monkey and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Sway Lee got a fucking monkey. Like, French Montana got a fucking lion.
Well, they're saying he didn't have a permit for the monkey. So they obtained
bro.
a search warrant and planned to raid his house, but he voluntarily agreed to surrender his monkey.
Bro, like, his monkey,
but it really is just crazy, because it's like, yo, it's like, this is not that big of a deal. I know if I had a pet monkey, no one's reporting me. Because I'm not in the public eye yet.
Bro, like, yo, you guys, all you hating ass people need to go eat a dick, like, for real.
Like, just mind your business. It's not that hard.
Yeah, come on, bro. Like,
you know what? I feel like it's people like Corner Store and Caroline and like those kind of people are the ones reporting this fucking monkey.
Yeah, like, for real?
It's literally like that. But it's, this is a little excessive. It's not necessary. Man, I hope that he gets away with doing nothing for it.
I hope that these charges get dismissed.
Yes.
You know, because I would hate for this man to enter his 30s with, like, in jail type shit.
Yeah.
I would hate for real. Like, and
start the new year off, because his court date's on the 6th of February.
Yeah, like, I would hate for this man to be, like, in jail. When's his birthday? Like, sometime in May?
I want to say March.
March? I would hate for this man to, like, that's the worst thing. Yo, I'm ending my 30s in prison or in jail or something like that. Like, yo, come on, man.
His birthday is actually May. You're right.
Yeah, it was May, right?
Yeah. So he's 29 right now. Yeah, so he'll be 30.
Yeah, so I don't want this guy to go to jail for and serve, like, be 30 inside prison, like, in captivity type shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know why I'm writing for him like that. It's objective, but I think this man showed us that he's
changed. Yes.
Yeah, so it's like
they're just testing him.
The pet monkey is just, yo, the man had a pet monkey. Like, yo, how harmless is that? It's not like he's doing no type of fuck shit.
Yeah.
You just have a pet monkey. I mean, pet monkey's kind of weird to have anyways. It's flexing a little bit, but that's you, Chris. Do you.
When I get famous, I'm going to get a pet monkey.
You going to get a pet monkey?
Yeah, and we'll see what happens.
You know, all right, man. That's what I got to say, man. I hope that, I say he has a lot of money. I would like to say that he gets these charges dismissed and, you know, maybe he has to forego the monkey and not have the monkey anymore, but.
As long as he doesn't get any sort of repercussion for it, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah, so.
That's my future baby dad.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's not.
Wow, way to kill a girl's hopes and dreams on the spot.
On a side note, too, right? What do you think about when people say, yo, this baby is made out of love? When people
say that?
Yeah, when people are not with each other no more. It's like, yo, the child was made from love. You never heard that saying? No,
I have actually never heard that before. But what do I think of that? Like, that just implies that all other people whose parents aren't together or whose parents aren't together were just an accident.
Say it. The accident.
No, but I'm serious. That's what it makes it seem like.
Oh, man. It's like, yo, you're accident baby, but they're going to say, yo, you're made from love.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I don't know. That's what I think of it.
Oh my god.
Like Chris Brown's baby wasn't like he didn't like her.
It was made from love.
Pauly D's baby was not.
It was made from love.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, the way people get that off is crazy.
I think as long as both their parents love them, though, they're fine.
Yo, the way that people get that off is crazy. Don't tell me. My mom never told me, yo, you're made from love. Don't ever tell me that shit.
My parents never said that to me either.
Because they're still together.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yo, I don't want to say that to my kid. It's like, yo, you're made from love. I don't want to say that. It's like, yo, I fuck with you, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get into some more pressing news. All right. Do you see the video of Safari proposing to?
Yeah, I thought it was a fucking prank. Like. How long have they known each other for?
I have no clue. Because
it's like, I mean, they're both on Love and Hip Hop, right? Mm-hmm. Are they on the same, like Love and Hip Hop New York?
I think so. Safari's on New York and LA.
Okay, because I don't watch Love and Hip Hop.
He's transcoastal.
But it's
I don't watch it either, but I just know.
Yeah, it's like, if that's how they met before, you know, maybe they had a little bit of a friendship before, whatever, and they thought maybe let's test something out. You know, I seen a couple weeks ago they went on vacation together, and like that's when we started seeing it like blow up a little more. But I really didn't expect it to go 0 to 100 like this. Last time I seen something go this fast was Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom got married within 3 weeks of knowing each other.
Yeah, you think Erica might have seen a dick pic and was like, whoa. I never seen a dick pic. Let me just say that.
I've seen the print pics. I didn't see the dick pic.
I haven't seen it, but girls were ranting and raving about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like, to be honest with you, it could be a whole like.
You think?
Like, I don't think they love each other that much.
You think it's publicity?
I think it could be because they've been offered a deal of $350,000 to live stream their wedding. They're still looking at other deals and stuff.
Yeah, they said okay. So you saw the same thing. I saw that, and they said that they rather live stream because it makes more sense rather than doing a TV special.
Yeah. And so they're still looking at other offers and stuff like that. And it's like, is this just a quick little...
It's a money grab?
Yeah, like, is it? I don't know. I can't... then again, I'm not in their shoes. And some people really do, like... I know for me, like, sometimes I've fallen really fast for certain people. And maybe that's what happened with them. But it's like, yo, like, this is just way too... Like, there's no way this is logical.
Hold on. Like, you don't... Keep on talking.
I feel like you don't know each other enough. Like, yeah, you went on vacation together. Cool. You both have money. Cool. But, like... Have you guys seen each other really angry? Have you guys seen each other at your absolute worst points or your absolute best points? Is there like, how do you know that you already love every single thing about this person enough to commit to be like, I want to be with you for the rest of my life? Like, that's crazy to me. And like, Safari's been talking about how, he wants to like settle down and blah, blah, blah. Meek Mill's been doing the same thing. Like, I feel like it's just to the point where he's like settling almost. And it's almost like, sometimes I almost feel like he just did it just to rub it in Nicki's face. Like, look, bitch, this could have been you.
Yo, he might have a baby with her. Because you see how they tweeted? It's like, yo.
Yeah, she tweeted something saying they have a big announcement coming.
Yeah, he tweeted, I have something special coming from my fans soon. They're going to really be excited for this. Can't wait to ignite it. Y'all going to really love it. Or, either that or he has an album. Either he got a baby with her.
Because she put something out too saying, and what she wrote sounded a lot more like they have a baby coming. And so maybe it's just marriage out of pregnancy. I don't know, but
shotgun wedding.
I don't think celebrities need to do that though. Like, oh my God. As a celebrity, you're fine. I don't know. Yeah. I just think it's really, something isn't right here. I know something's not right. So either they're going to come out and tell us this was all a huge prank, or they're going to tell us that they're pregnant. All
right. So you know what? We got to break it down because we're still in 2018. Yes. Let's think about what 2019 has in hold for us. Okay. For this relationship specifically, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so what do you say?
So, sorry, I'm looking for my chopstick.
Okay.
I say that they're going to tell us that they're pregnant.
Yeah.
And that's why they got married.
Mm-hmm.
But I know something's not right.
Mm-hmm.
I know something about this wedding doesn't make sense. I don't think it's going to last at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I know for a fact that something's off. It could be whether it's like a huge prank or maybe this wasn't even like an actual engagement. Maybe this was just a whole promise thing. And he's gonna be like, you guys, this was just a promise. We're not getting married yet, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Or, you know what the announcement could be? They're getting their own show.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I like that. I'm not going the conventional way because when I read that yesterday, I was like, oh shit, they're pregnant. Mm-hmm. Or they're pregnant. I'm so washed. I'm so washed.
You're ready to settle down.
Oh my God. I'm so washed. When you gotta take this in. When people start saying we're, you're washed.
You're ready to settle down.
Oh man, they're washed. Well, yeah, you know what? I think Safari has an album coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has an album coming out, and that's why either he has an album coming out, he has a feature with Buju Banton.
Okay.
Or a feature with Cartel Vibes or Vibes Cartel.
Cartel Vibes.
So hold on, let me break it down. So either Safari has an album coming out, he has a new single with Buju Banton coming out,
okay,
and or Vibes Cartel, or I'm gonna agree with you. They probably have their own spin-off show.
Yep, that's what I think is going down. Because something really just does not make sense about this. Like, I could feel, when they say trust your gut feeling, like, I know they're fucking with us in some way, shape, or form. Like, something is not real about it.
Yeah.
And it's either, they're pregnant or they're having their own show.
Yeah. I think the pregnancy thing is way too I think it's way too soon for Safari. Safari's almost 40.
I wish you saw, like, I don't even know where I saw it, but what she wrote was very, like, yeah, we are pregnant and we're about to have a baby.
No, stop it.
When did they say they're making the announcement? I swear it's tomorrow.
No, they tweeted it 2 days ago. Oh. He said, I got something soon coming for y'all. That was Safari tweeted. Where's Erica Mena?
Erica Mena.
What'd I say?
Mena.
Where's Mena?
No, it's Mena.
Since when?
Since, like, always.
Where?
Literally since always.
Are you sure?
Yep.
What's your thing? I am Erica Mena?
Mina. I am Erica Mena.
Mena? It's Mena.
No, it's not. Seriously, I'm going to Google the interview for you right now and you're going to hear it.
I drive Safari crazy with how much I clean the house. Oh, they stay together?
My goodness.
He stays looking for washcloths or boxers, and it's either in the washer or dryer. LOL, wife life. Damn, yo, I need to get me a chick that does that.
Romantic relationship with Sin Santana. Correct. Who is that? A woman who looks just like Erica Mena.
Oh, fuck, you're right.
Yeah, it's Mena.
Sounds bad. I like Erica Mena better.
Yeah, because you're messing it up. It's Erica Mena. So what she tweeted is my husband to be and I have something super special to share with you all very soon. I'm certain you all will absolutely love this. I honestly think, okay, so I think they have two different things coming up. She might have an album. He might have an album coming out. And then both of them might have a spinoff show.
Maybe. I think now it's more of a show.
Yeah, I think. Because I don't think she already has a kid already. So I don't know if she's really trying to get another one off right quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Super grateful, but overwhelmed with all these offers. Oh, you know what? Wedding date. They might announce their wedding date very soon.
Yeah, but that's okay. So you think it's
okay?
Like end of January.
So no. I'm saying they might announce their wedding date. They might give us,
and it might be like really soon, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they might have it. I say they're probably gonna get married in August.
Okay.
I say August is gonna be the month.
I feel like if they're announcing a wedding date, I feel like it's gonna be something stupid soon, like Valentine's Day.
No. It's August.
No, I could see it happening.
August is the month you get married in.
Why?
It's the number 8. Apparently, it's a lucky number in Chinese.
Really? So what?
They're not even Chinese though, but
my cousin actually got married in August.
Exactly. And the wedding I went to this year was in August. It's supposed to be for prosperity.
Really? I didn't know
that. The number 8 is supposed to be lucky.
I guess now I'm getting married in August.
No, I was born in August. That's why my life is so beautiful.
You know, one of my aunts. So I had family from Bermuda visiting. Like my uncle, he lives in Bermuda, and he came over and we were talking to them about their wedding and stuff. And she told us she was only 23 when her and him got engaged.
How old is he?
He's only like 2 years older than her, maybe, or 3, maybe 4. But I'm like, my sister looks at me when she says that, and she's like, "Damn!" I'm like, "Fuck you," because I'm 23.
Yeah, but you're looking at all that type of weird. It's like me kind of being it's kind of me being depressed that I never lived up to the same type of success Tupac did at 25 and I'm 26.
But
yeah, so it's like
no, but it's like because for girls it's more of a pressure. The way I see it personally, there's more pressure to get married and have a family. That's a different conversation.
Hold on, what pressure do you I think that, to be honest, I think the pressure that women love to talk about, females in general talk about pressures of being in a relationship and being married, I think that's all self-imposed, to be honest.
No, I don't think so, because think about it. As someone on this earth, you're basically like, one of your main purposes as a woman being put on this earth is to reproduce and have a child.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can't carry a child. You're a guy. I'm the one who can carry a child. So it's like they want you to do it the traditional old-fashioned way: get married, have the kid, have the family.
Who wants you to do it traditional?
Just people in general. Like people in general look. They don't like people in general do not look at people who have kids out of wedlock the same as they do people who have kids when they're married. You know what I mean?
People gotta start understanding that, moving forward, not even that. Moving forward, society is going to see a lot of mixed households. Yes,
definitely.
That's going to be the new norm.
Yeah.
Like mixed household, the fact that I had a child out of wedlock, or maybe you were married with someone else, and you had a child out of wedlock or married out of someone else, and we come together with a blended family. That's the new shit right now. Blended family is what it is. Like, all right, I got this kid, you got a kid, now we can really love each other.
I'm not really with that.
We can really love each other, not really give a fuck about having kids together. Because that may not be the move.
Nah, I'm not really with that. But that's just me personally.
All right, then. Let's move on. So, Leah Galore confirms that she's pregnant.
Yes.
All right, remember how we spoke about this about 2-3 weeks ago?
We did.
And she was saying how she was denying.
And you said?
What I said?
Come on, I was like giving you the alley-oop there.
I can't remember what I said.
You said something about her, like, she's going to come out with I wasn't trying to hide the world from... I was trying to hide the world from my kids, some shit like that.
Oh, everyone does that shit.
Well, she did it.
Yeah, obviously.
She literally said it.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to hide you, but going on in this crazy world type shit. As someone who is unbiased, objective, and someone who does not have kids themselves, but looking at the outside world and shit like that, me as a child, right? If my mom was like one of these Instagram chicks and stuff like that, and I come to find out, because everything lives on the internet forever, and I come to find out at the ripe age of maybe like 14, 13, maybe 15, that my mom was going through a tumultuous time with my father, and she had to deny me multiple times, and then come wrap around and say, like, you know what? I wasn't trying to do any of this. No, you were fucking ashamed of me. You were ashamed that you were having a baby with a man who did you dirty, and that was your only regret in life. But no, you're gonna
look at it that way, because either way, a mother's love is always, well, not always. There's certain cases.
You could birth out a child and still not love it. Stop it. You could do that.
No, you could. I don't know. I see the good in everybody. That's my problem.
I look at it like this, right? She's the type of chick that's going to say that, yo, this baby was made from love. she's the type of chick that, yo, I may not be with your father, but we conceived you with love. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Not to disrespect her whole thing or nothing like that, but it's one of those type of things. It's like, all right, you gave birth to their child and stuff. That's cool, beautiful thing. It's a gift. Mm-hmm. And, sometimes not all gifts, not all blessings are blessings for life. I was thinking about this. Just because you have a kid and it's a gift and it's a blessing does not mean it's going to bless your life. Mm-hmm. That shit might slow down a whole bunch of shit, cause tumultuous times for you. You put a rift in your family and friends. Sometimes having a baby is not like the most becoming thing in the world for most people. Yeah. You know what I mean? And especially right now, you can see her going through a stressful time. She's saying the man that she's going through called the father of her child.
Timing is everything, my friend.
Cheating and having someone else pregnant, putting her through all the gaslighting, giving her gifts, taking the ways
shit to other people.
Yeah, giving her shit to other hoes that he was fucking on. Her combating his demons, her getting disrespected by all the people around him. You know what I mean?
It's shit like this that just, I just can't help but. Men are trash. Plain and simple. Like, men are trash. That's all you can say at that point.
Men are not trash.
When you're hearing shit like that, you got it.
Men are not trash. Men are not trash. But
you say it with such a what's the word? You say with this look on your face that you could possibly agree with me, but that's okay.
Men are not trash. Men are not trash. Males.
There we go. Boys are trash. Males. Boys.
All right, so this whole situation I just look at as like, all right, man, she's going through a lot. Yeah, she's going through a lot. We talked about a lot of things. I feel like this conversation going by fast, but we're not even that far in.
No, we're not.
All right, so my dumb ass didn't read.
I know. I was actually low key waiting for you to do it, and I was gonna be like, Apollo, guess what?
So here's the zinger. My dumb ass didn't read. I wait till the end of the year to stop reading. All right. So I'm thinking, all right, I got this shit off. Black China out here fucking on Kid Boo, or she got a baby.
Apollo really thought Black China was pregnant.
My god! Yo, see, the thing is, I don't play those pregnancy things. Like,
that's crazy. I could have posted it in my story, and you would have fell for it.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't though.
But why? You fell for it for her. You didn't read. So that means anyone else. Like, you know how many times I've seen people post that in their stories. Like, now I just wonder how many times you've fallen for it.
No. See, I've never fallen for it. This is the only time I've fallen for it because I've always taken the time to read. Like I just said, I wait till the end of the year to stop reading. That's the fucked up part. So I'm seeing Black China post this in her story. I'm thinking, yo, Shawty pregnant. All right. And so. She's a celebrity. That's what you do. You post the shit. Like, off the rip. It's like, bomb. And I'm reading it. I'm like, damn. You really got me there.
Yeah, because she said copy and paste this to freak people out.
Yeah, you got me there. I'm like, all right, she got me.
She did. But speaking of which, it came out earlier today that allegedly, so you know how Trey Songz is dating Steve Harvey's daughter?
Oh, his stepdaughter.
A stepdaughter, sorry. Yeah. So apparently he was dating some adult actress beforehand, and apparently she's been posting pictures of sonograms and stuff, apparently saying that she's pregnant with his baby.
Damn. So, yo, I saw something on Twitter too.
That's developing though, so it's not like We don't really know where to go with that.
Developing story. There's something else I want to address here, but I'll do that a little later on.
Okay.
But now we're on the topic of Trey Songz and things like that. I was on Twitter and I saw someone write something about the whole ordeal with Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey. And all right, so she said Marjorie Harvey spent her life married to drug lords and found herself a goofy with money. Brackets were parentheses Steve Harvey when they got locked up. LOL. What a strategic queen. So I looked at that. I was like, hold on. And my response to that was like, I don't know why Steve a goofy? Is he because he's a comedian? Is he because he's a square and not about that street life? Or is he because he a goofy because he gave her a chance?
Could be all three. I'm just saying. It could be all three.
It could be all three. Yeah.
No, but I would weigh more so heavier in terms of what that person is saying. I would say all three, but my heaviest, like what I think weighs more is the fact that because he's not about the street life. But like you can't live forever on the streets.
Because that L'Oreal Harvey girl that's dating Trey Songz, her pop's a drug lord.
Yeah, so
or a drug dealer. I'm gonna say drug dealer.
Bro, it's just like why is
I'm gonna say drug dealer because I don't know how big he was.
Take it in like how all these celebrities are talking about how they want to settle down and shit, and then boom, all of a sudden they're with somebody like who. So like who's making the moves here? Like is the girl sliding in the DM? Is the guy? Because I'm trying to get with.
Well, Steve Harvey's so old fashioned, so
should I just like slide into Meek Mill's DMs? You think that'll work?
No. It wouldn't.
Because think about it. Like, I'm telling you right now, in a couple of months from now, or maybe even 1 month from now, I'll even give it that. We'll see Meek Mill pop up with somebody. Because he's been talking about how he wants to settle down with someone.
No, just as recently, his son said, for Christmas, I want you to be married.
Safari did that, and then look what happened. Boom, Erica Mena.
Yo, funny enough, one of the chicks that Safari was dating about, let's say, 2 years ago. Okay. She was what was her name? Zendaya
from Disney Channel?
No. Some next chick. Like he put the chick on the map. This was like when Safari was fresh off the relationship and he was with this cool little Latino mommy.
I don't know.
She had like the short hair, she had a beautiful smile, she had like a kid and stuff like that. And then it comes to find out that she was cheating on Safari with someone else, and Safari just automatically just said, I don't know who that chick is. Dropped her like a bag of potatoes. Come to find out, she's still out here relevant type of thing, but she has a kid by someone else and they do YouTube. So I'm like, oh damn.
Wow.
Okay, full circle. You went from Safari, or you could have stayed with Safari, could have been on, and then now you with some dude doing YouTube.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Next topic.
What was I talking about?
We're talking about Black China, and I don't know how we got to Steve Harvey.
Hey,
and I don't even know how we got to.
Yeah, you're talking about Trey Songz, and you just leaked some information. All right, cool. So you know what? Since we're on this topic, here someone sent me this in the DMs. Right, this was a great concept that I want to say on the podcast, just in case it came true. And if it does come true, I just want to just repost this saying like Apollo's out here knowing what he's doing.
Okay.
So I got some intel. This is the intel. Okay. All right. Cardi B liked 6ix9ine's baby mom Sarah's photo. Sarah has an anger towards Nicki Minaj for hooking 6ix9ine up with Jade, who Nicki also had in the Good Form music video. Because of this, rumors of Cardi B and Sarah are going to have a collab similar to what they did to get back at Nicki and Jada.
Okay, I don't think that's gonna happen.
You don't. So
does Sarah rap?
No, she doesn't. So, but Jada doesn't rap either. The girl that has the 6ix9ine hair and got the G-Wagon from him.
Yeah.
So what he's trying to get off is that we're going to see Sarah, 6ix9ine's baby mom, in a Cardi B music video.
Oh.
Let's say the same way Jada was inside Good Form and inside
That's so
Fifi.
Stupid.
She was inside Fifi as well.
Yeah.
And she was also inside the previews with 6ix9ine. And Jada is the same person, or Jade is the same person who Cardi B got beat up. She's a stripper.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's a stripper.
Okay, but I think that's so stupid because now this beef is between.
Hold on, check this out. It goes deeper.
Okay.
6ix9ine's baby mom has finally came back to Instagram after a month of just disappearing. And since she's been coming back, she's been popping shit at Jade, 6ix9ine's new girlfriend, popping shit at academics, just talking shit about all the alleged, because 6ix9ine has a baby mom or another baby mom out there who says that she was pregnant and she already gave birth to the child already. She's popping shit at all of them chicks. So it wouldn't be far off for her to do what this something vindictive and spiteful as to be inside a Cardi B music video. I don't know which music video. I don't know what type of single Cardi B is going to be pushing anytime soon, because she already put out the music video for money. Yeah. So I don't know whether single she's going to be pushing, but it wouldn't be that far-fetched to see 6ix9ine's baby mom inside a Cardi B music video. She's already been popping shit about a whole bunch of other people. And she already went out on IG Live talking about 6ix9ine almost broke my jaw one time type shit. I'm like, goddamn.
I think this is really extra and unnecessary in my opinion.
You don't think women are vindictive like this?
I think this is no. I think they are.
Clout chasing.
No. I think they are. But what I'm saying is, I think that if Cardi B does that, it's kind of lame, because it's like, why are you even playing a part in this beef? The beef is more so between Jade and Sarah than anything.
See, the thing is,
now just gonna add fuel to the fire for the whole Nicki thing.
To be honest, it's like Geppetto. It's like Geppetto.
What the fuck is Geppetto?
You know, if you ever want to fucking you know what the fuck you? Come on, Nina. Huh?
Jumanji?
No. You never watched the fucking liar? What's that? Pinocchio?
Yeah, I watched Pinocchio.
Geppetto is the puppet master. Geppetto's the one that made Pinocchio.
Okay, I haven't watched Pinocchio though in like years and years and years.
I haven't watched it.
That wasn't one of my favorite Disney movies that stood out to me.
I've been alive longer than you have.
Yes,
and
but that was
the time when you watched.
Pinocchio might have been a movie that stood out to you. For me, it was like Cinderella.
No, come on.
Or Snow White.
Come on.
Those are my two.
Come on.
Like, I don't remember his fucking name, the puppeteer guy's name.
Geppetto?
I just know he had glasses and white hair.
Yeah, Geppetto.
And he wore brown overalls.
Geppetto. He's the puppet master, the strings. Right. So Geppetto. So you gotta look at Nicki Minaj's Geppetto.
Okay.
Right? And she has Jade. And okay, all right, let me try to break this down properly for other people that's listening as well as you, right? This is hip hop. This is hip hop conspiracy theory 101.
Okay, we're ready.
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B have beef, right?
Duh.
All right, you understand?
Yes.
You got that out. All right.
Comprendo.
So, Cardi B, Offset had relationship issues, right?
Yes.
Allegedly, Offset was sleeping with one of these strippers or two of these strippers, right? Mm-hmm. Cardi B finds out, and what she do? She sends people to attack him, allegedly. Mm-hmm. All right, that's the thing. So Cardi B had made enemies with strippers. Nicki Minaj, spiteful, vindictive, still has beef with Cardi B. See that there's a rift inside Cardi B and Offset's relationship. What she do? She take the person that got beat up allegedly by Cardi B's people, took them, brought them over here to 6ix9ine. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Yes. So I'm saying, and what she do? What did Nicki do? She went on Queen Radio and she started ranting and raving, saying that you got these girls beat up. Cardi B had to go to court for that, right? She got a summons. Now that, and allegedly they're saying that Nicki Minaj was paying the lawyer fees for these women that got beat up by Cardi B.
Interesting.
All right, allegedly. So what else? I'm getting that woman the same type of strippers inside my Fifi music video with 6ix9ine, Nicki Minaj, all going right there. It's like, I took your enemy or whatever, or what's the saying? Is like, what's the saying is, an enemy to my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
That's my friend. I brought her over here. I put her in position. Mm-hmm. Whatever happened, 6ix9ine is already out here doing what he got to do. He sees Jade. Bomb. Jade, him, become pieces together. And then Sarah is left by herself with the child. 6ix9ine is not with her, right? Mm-hmm. Cardi B sees that, comes around. Now she has Sarah going at 6ix9ine, which is that's a lethal blow to what's going on. It's the same way how Nicki Minaj is doing. All right, you talking to people who are trying to get me arrested or sued or some type of thing, and you're putting money into their pockets, allegedly. I'm going to take something at you, which is 6ix9ine, baby mom, and I'm going to pit her on my side attacking 6ix9ine, who is currently incarcerated right now.
That's why I think this is just extra.
It's deep. It gets deep, right?
Yeah, but it's really extra. Like, it's not necessary. I know, but what I'm saying, like, what you're saying is valid, and if it does happen, it's really extra. Like, it's just immature at this point.
Very immature.
Like, just leave it alone.
Yeah. Very immature.
That's my opinion.
Hey man, it's funny how certain things can trickle off into just beefing.
That's the thing. It just goes off into everything because nobody wants to dead the beef properly.
Yeah.
But hey, it is what it is.
That's just my hip hop conspiracy 101. 2018 edition. All right, so how long are we in? All right, so you want to talk about this Migos, 21 Savage, and Billings and Harmony?
Yeah,
which is very. To be honest, the whole thing is so fucking juvenile. The whole thing is so juvenile for these men to be in like their 40s having beef with these guys in their 20s about some fucking juvenile shit. Makes no fucking sense.
So what is the beef based
off? All right, so Migos, Quavo and Offset and all that, they were like, yo, we're the biggest group ever. That's what they said.
I remember that.
They've been popping their shit. Remember how you even came here and discussed it?
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about Bone Thugs and Harmony, which on numbers, apparently, on numbers, they do say Bone Thugs and Harmony were the most successful rap group of all time.
Okay.
I don't know where the numbers came from, but they do say that. So they said that Migos pop shit. They're the hottest thing right now. They're supposed to pop shit. All right. Bomb. Lazy Bone gets caught with that. And it's like, come on, man. You already know this is not. You guys are not doing something like that. And then Offset responds and say, yo, show me that money. They gotta have a little back and forth about money stuff and stuff like that. Or Offset tweets and then Lazy Bone gets in his comments. It's a whole bunch of juvenile shit.
Yeah.
Then Lazy Bone drops a diss track towards Offset, towards Migos and 21 Savage.
Okay.
Because 21 Savage got into it and it's like, yo, all these old dudes need to pipe down. You guys are talking too much. It's not So Lazy Bone doesn't like that. Says that the diss track was awful. 21 Savage responds, so that shit was whack as fuck, man. And got your wife eating pork chops. He's saying your wife eating pork chops and shit like, oh man, this is now. Then Lazy Bone goes on live and go like, yo, now you just disrespecting my wife and shit like that. She don't even eat pork like that. Yo, when a man tells you that, when a man tells you, I don't even eat pork, yo, they take it personally. Yeah, they should then take pork. So I don't be eating pork, man. Oh my god. Yo, when a person says, yo, I don't eat pork.
No, that's like even just him just admitting it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she is eating pork chops.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't eat pork, man. She don't even eat pork.
Oh my god.
Yo, tell her, that's a, yo. So that happens, and then they have their little exchange, and he's like, he's mad at 21 for even bringing his wife into the. And then Busy Bone, which is another bone, Crazy Bone, he goes on live with it looked like it was a fucking musket that he had in the hands, but it was like a 2-barrel double shotgun. He's on live popping shit, you know what I'm saying? Then his wife comes up to him and is like, yo, please, her at the door. And then he comes back live, turns off the live, and we don't know what happens after that. People say he did get arrested.
I saw something brief about that, yeah.
And the whole situation, and Lazy Bone shares a picture of him with the Migos from back in the day, saying that, I walk it like I talk it, I don't disrespect the young mans and stuff like that. He's trying to, it was so fucking weird. I mean, it's not weird, but it's juvenile right now. It's like, if these guys were hip hop, these guys were once young, right? Yep. And these guys were popping this shit once upon a time. You supposed to go like, all right, yo, go on, young boy.
Yeah.
Keep popping shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Popping shit.
Because your time's done.
Yeah.
Like how we said with the whole R&B thing.
Yeah, like, I could understand some people wanted the respects and stuff like that. Yeah. Me saying, yo, we're the biggest group ever. All right, go ahead. My numbers prove it. It's not right, but like, hey, go pop that shit because it's your time. Eventually a group is going to come up after the Migos and go like, yo, we're the biggest group ever.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Migos, I would hope that they're like, yeah, go ahead. And then I would hope that, yo, they would say in the comments, and like, yo, these guys are the biggest group ever. And then co-signs from the Migos. Like,
yeah.
That's my whole spill about it. It's hip-hop fuckery.
I think it's really lame. It's not, because it's like no one's really doing nothing about it.
It's stupid. Yeah. It's stupid. Because officers barely stopped responding to it. The only person really responding is 21 Savage.
That's what I'm saying.
He got out. Like
it's stupid because it's like it's not even like the highlight of everyone's like not nobody's really talking about this. That's why I think it's really stupid. But
I'm to be honest, no one's talking about it because a lot of the media outlets are closed. It's Christmas. This is the worst time to beef with someone. It's like, motherfucker, no publicity with the family right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what's happening.
Okay.
So all right. So they start fans create a petition to stop Jacquees. Oh, this chair's kind of squeaky.
Yeah, it's always squeaky. You never notice?
I won't be taking that in.
I do.
We're taking it in. So the fans started a petition to Jack. I can't even say his name. Help me say his name.
Jacquees.
To get him to stop doing covers and remixes.
That's stupid.
Yo, is the internet unfair?
Yes, that's really stupid because it's like everyone starts off doing covers.
Yeah.
Most people, you're not gonna get off and popping off of your own song like there's a very slim chance of that happening unless you have a cosign from another famous artist. A lot of people start off from their covers. Like even there was these girls on Ellen once, I think it was, and they were talking about how they like basically have gotten really famous based off of Beyonce reposting their cover of her song Pretty Hurts on her Facebook page.
Yeah, those twins got popping. No, they're not even twins.
Are they Chloe and Halle?
Yeah,
is that who it is?
They're not even twins. Yeah. I thought they were twins.
So, like shit like that. Like it's like and they even opened up for her on tour when she was in DC.
You're signed to their label.
Yeah, so like it's like doing covers is where it starts for a lot of people because the song already has its popularity. People are already looking for it. When they stumble across your cover of it, then that's kind of how you're gonna get to where you are. Like a lot of people know Jacquees now because of his cover to Trip is what really, really blew him up. I mean, granted, we knew about him before that, but a lot of people who maybe aren't in this particular industry and don't really know what's going on, like they don't go out looking for somebody like that. And so Trip really made him blow up, and now it's like now people are just being stupid. I feel like this is just old people being petty.
Yo, they're pulling up a whole bunch of covers that he did before, and it's like, yo, Jacquees is nasty.
Like,
did the Candy Rain joint?
Yeah, but like, what's so wrong? Like, people are just stupid.
Yeah, they.
Like he can sing. He's talented.
Yeah, it's
not like he's not talented.
My thing is, I wonder where this shift went. I think after he came out and saying that he's the king of R&B, people just started hating. You know what? Fuck you, Jacquees.
But in a way, that did give him more publicity.
Yeah,
which I think was good.
Because people were like, "Yo, we really love the Trip version. Why did they take it down? We love it." And then it was circulating for months or weeks. It was circulating for weeks. So like, every time someone posted up, it would get deleted and stuff like that. People were really fighting for Jacquees to keep on doing it.
Yeah.
And then she gets quiet a little bit and says, you know what? I'm the king of this generation R&B. And then after that, a whole big conversation. And then people started digging up old covers that he did.
And notice how it was a lot of the old guys who were coming in and chiming in about it. Like,
to be honest, a lot of the old people have been showing their type of, I guess, anger towards Jacquees, which I find kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like young people are not really giving it off, like have that type of anger towards him or anything.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like, it's like they wish they were back in their time when
they were popping. Exactly.
But that's just how I see it.
They're trying to start a petition to get free 6ix9ine.
Don't sign that petition, please.
It's already I think it's almost full.
Even when I was leaving warehouse, I was in the car and somebody was playing. I don't really remember where.
Was Kika?
Somebody was playing something. I think it was Kika. Then they switched it as soon as the 6ix9ine part came on. And I was like, thank you. Please don't play the child molester. And they all laughed and agreed with me.
He's not even... you guys got to really get that. Stop doing that.
I'm trying to remember what point of the night that was. It was in somebody's car.
Was it Kika?
Yeah, it was definitely Kika that was playing. Because then I was vibing to it, and then right when 6ix9ine's part was about to start, they changed it. And
I used to be hanging with all my old niggas. I don't do that.
Yeah, that's a stupid petition.
Yeah, the internet's cool.
Sign a petition that'll help someone's, like, more than one person.
So you wouldn't want to sign either the Jacquees petition or the 6ix9ine petition?
Nope. I'm not signing that shit. Maybe I'll sign a petition for, like, prison reform.
Like, that shit's gonna help. They're gonna see that.
Sign a petition to something more meaningful.
Oh, since you brought up prison reform, I didn't even put this on the docket, but Syntonia Brown, she didn't get clemency.
Syntonia. You just suck at names. Just let me take it. Syntonia Brown, she didn't get clemency.
No, she didn't get the governor of Tennessee didn't give her clemency for the year.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I think people will keep trying next year.
Yeah.
I feel like right now everyone's consumed with the holidays. Once they're over, everyone's gonna try again next year.
Just want to put that out there for people who don't think we're up on date on certain things. We're very, very active up on date.
We are very active and up on date.
So I just want to say that kind of sucks. Also, Rich the Kid, I think this dude's on borrowed time right now.
You really think so?
I think he's on borrowed time. I think he really had a rough year. If you want to think about it, he started off the year beefing with Lil Uzi Vert. Uzi Vert caught him in Philly, beat the brakes off him, got him running down the street. That was a bad look for him.
Kid, yeah.
Then after a few weeks after that shit, He got his house got ransacked.
Yes, I remember.
He got fucked up.
Yeah.
Jacked him for everything, and we still to this day we don't know who set him up. We seen that man in the hospital like this. Like, it was crazy.
And didn't Tory Burks get injured in it too?
She got a black eye and stuff like that. And then to be honest, that was probably the best thing that ever happened to them. No, stop laughing. Because they're having a kid together. They're going to get married. Yeah. They're going to get married.
So you think like this was one of those things where it's like you see me at your worst and you still
stay Yeah. It's one of those type of things. It's like, yo, we went through something so traumatic that no one else is going to understand. And that's what's going to really build our bond. Yeah, and our foundation. It's like, yo, we've been through this traumatic. It's like going on a first date and then getting into a car crash and both of you guys surviving, right? It's like, fuck. I mean, you could leave and go like, you're a dangerous person to be around. Or you could go like, wow, we survived and I think this is going to only make us stronger. And girls love a traumatic story. No. Oh, we've been through some shit together.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they do. Girls,
I would never want to. No, wouldn't want that.
If the minute this baby comes out and if say things go left with them in like a year or two,
they're still gonna have love for each other.
Not even that. It's like, yo, we've been through so much stuff together, ups and downs. Is that I'm never going to talk about it. But you know what I mean? You know, girls love a traumatic story. Yeah. They love a story. Okay. They love to tell their girls that, yo, we've been through some shit together. Or you know what, girl? Or their favorite line?
What?
When they meet a new guy. Oh, I just been through some shit.
No.
I've been through some stuff.
I feel like you're over exaggerating because I don't think girls really be opening up that easily.
Yeah, girls, they may not open up all the way, but they gonna hint at it. They gonna hint. It's like I've been through some shit. So my last relationship was a roller coaster. Oh, girls love saying that shit. Oh, they love to put that off. They love to sprinkle a little baggage.
Sprinkle a little baggage.
Oh my god!
No, I don't know.
Oh man, but yeah. Recently, yesterday, I think it was yesterday. He bought an ATV.
Wait, he bought the ATV.
He bought the ATV.
I thought it was just a regular.
Nah, he bought an ATV. Right, damn. Driving around. He got into a car accident and fucked up his hand.
You know what?
Yo, Rich the Kid, just stop. Stop. I want to see this guy alive. This guy does. 2018.
At least it was his hand.
You know people saying what? 2017 confused me. 2018 broke me.
Yeah.
2019 is gonna make me.
Yo, that shit is so stupid to me. Like, I hate when I see that corny shit.
Oh man, but in Rich the Kid's play,
you really think so?
You can put that off and people go like, yeah, you're right. 2018 really did break it.
Nah, poor guy, bro. Like he really went through some shit. But I mean, I guess the positive is that Tory Burks got pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, is that a positive?
For him, maybe. Yeah, maybe he wanted to build a family with her. So that could be a positive. Yeah. I would see it as a positive. They're still together.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah. I don't know. But it's just bad luck. Bad luck.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I hope this guy in 12 months the past 12 months has been rough for him. He's been going through. I know he's paranoid.
Yeah.
I know he's paranoid living inside his house. He had to move. They moved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know now he can't trust people certain ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that he hasn't said nothing about Lil Uzi Vert since that. He has not said
I forgot about that.
He has not said not a.
So long ago.
He's not said not a word about Lil Uzi Vert. I haven't heard him even say little. I've heard him say little. I haven't said, he hasn't said nothing. So he's not trying to do nothing. Now I'm pretty sure he's not going to buy any ATVs and move around like that.
No, he's probably going to have a driver.
Tory Briggs is probably looking at him like, yo, because I think she's from New Orleans because she has an accent. So I think she's going to go like, yo, love, you're going to have to stop there.
You're going to have to chill out. Yeah, that's a little crazy. Do you want to talk about what are we at right now?
We're at an hour and 41 minutes. Hour 41.
Okay. I don't know if we really need to talk about the ref thing. Do you still want to talk about it or no?
I mean, it's an update. Well, I know that he's suspended or whatever.
He got banned from officiating, officially banned from officiating, but only in that school district. So not in the rest of New Jersey. I believe it was New Jersey.
Yeah. So what does that necessarily mean?
So it's like for example, he's banned from officiating at York Region District School Board, but not from Peel Region District School Board.
Yeah, but I get that. But what does that mean for in terms of did he do anything wrong?
See, and that's the thing, like,
because you banning him just more so
just from a district. It's not from like an actual, like, they're not actually stripping him of his responsibilities as a referee, which I think they should, because this was like them banning him from that district just makes it seem like, okay, like you affected a kid in this district who's still going to be in the school system for a little while, so we're going to ban you officially from that district so you don't come across that situation with him again. I think he should have been stripped of his whole title and job as a referee, to be honest.
But I get it. I get it, but I still don't get it. It's like, I think they're only banning him is because it just doesn't look good on the internet.
Yeah, like
public perception is not great. Yeah,
I don't think there's any sort of, and that's what they're doing because they're only banning him from that district.
Yeah, so I'm still kind of confused. What does that mean? It's like, all right, you banned me.
They never officially acknowledged anything.
Yeah, did he do anything wrong?
We don't know.
So I want to know who's really at fault, type of thing. Mm-hmm. Was the kid at fault for growing long hair, and did the ref make a sound decision, or is the ref was being racially biased towards a kid with long hair?
I don't think the kid should be punished for growing long hair. However, but what I was thinking you were going to say was how you said last week, if maybe the kid was okay with it all along.
Yeah, I mean that was a totally different conversation, right? Because that was before the ref was banned.
Yeah, but maybe that's why. But that could play into this, because if the kid was okay with it,
yeah,
and he really didn't give a shit, and the ref is just getting banned from the district and they're still not acknowledging it, then maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they're doing it this way, because they're like, okay, he doesn't care, but the rest of the world, like, is obviously outraged by this, so we have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do something on a minor scale,
mm-hmm.
so that it looks like we're doing something. The kid's not mad at it, but no one's gonna listen to that and whatever, so they just did it like this.
Okay.
I don't know, that's what I think. Okay. So this guy posted, basically, long story short, he met this girl, he at his part-time job invited her out. His finances changed in between the time that he invited her, so he decided to take her to a place that serves a community meal every day. He said he eats there 5 times a week and sometimes volunteers there. So when she arrived, she was acting very bougie, like she was too good to be there. You can imagine what kind of people use that kind of service. And then he said, the way he's looking at it, neither of them were spending any money. It was an opportunity to get to really know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, this is the reason so many of you are single. Your standards are too high and unrealistic. Humble yourselves or you just might miss out on a chance with a good brother. Okay. I think I would not be okay with this.
You know what? I don't think what he did was wrong. I think the timing was bad.
I think the timing and the communication was bad.
Yeah.
Because I would not go on a date like this. This
first
isn't
date.
a date to me. This seems like, especially a first date.
Yeah.
Fuck ass no. At least, for the love of God, take me to McDonald's to get ice cream at least then.
Mm-hmm.
If your financial situation really isn't that good. Maybe even, like, he should have just honestly pushed the date and just left it alone. Like,
mm-hmm.
just been like, hey, actually I can't, like, something came up, we'll go another time. Like, let's do a rain check.
Yeah. He
should have done that. Or he should have just, like, if he was really comfortable enough with her, should have explained to her, like, my situation's changed. Maybe she would have, maybe we're already friends before, so maybe she would have been like, you know what, it's fine, like, I'll pay for it and we'll go somewhere else. But this was not the right way about it. And no, I don't think not wanting to go to Soup Kitchen for a first date is meaning your standards are too high. This right here, if you want to go to Soup Kitchen for the first date, go right ahead. The standard bar is on the ground for you,
mm-hmm.
in my opinion. But yeah, that's how I feel about it.
I mean, like I said, I don't think what he did was wrong.
Okay.
But the timing was terrible. I think the first date more so sets an impression.
Yes.
Rather than you trying to be on some homely shit. Like, yeah, you could have, for the first day, you could have done something. I'm not saying luxurious and all out, but something to set the impression that it was well-mannered and things like that. Mm-hmm. A Soup Kitchen, you could probably go like, you know what? It's after she gets invested, after you guys been invested for me, and go like, you know what? Things are not as strong as it used to be, but I want to bring you over here. I eat over here sometime. Well, he said 5 times a week.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And he volunteers there, so he's based there all the time. He's all there, always there.
So bitches shouldn't be the first thing on his mind.
Yeah, to be honest, in a situation like this, if you don't really got money like that, you should be really trying to just
focus on trying to get money like
that.
Get
money like that, because I'm gonna tell you like this. Remember this saying from way back when I was high school: you could lose a lot of money chasing bitches, but you can't lose money. You can't
lose bitches chasing money. Yeah.
I remember that, man, and I stand firm with that to right now. And that might have just been a more so, I guess, vulgar way back then, just to say, yo, man, gotta stay on this purpose and stay on his grind, and you shouldn't be trying to focus on other things. I got some friends who focus on vagina, and they got really fucked up funds. Yo, a lot of people got fucked up credit. After that conversation, I just realized, yo, a lot of people really fucking up their credit, and I'm just like, yo, they do it so effortlessly.
They do it so effortlessly.
It's like, yo, just fuck it off.
Fuck it all up.
Fuck it off.
Fucking something up is a lot easier than
fuck it off.
Making it good.
Get called by collection. Fuck it off. It's like, yo, bro, nah, bro. Yo, if you gotta
Yo, someone even said in the comment here, I just scrolled, you could have even went to a beach, a park, an art gallery. There's plenty of beautiful places to have a cheap free date at. That's a fact.
A museum is good. A museum is good. Especially, I think you could go to the ROM for free after like 5 p.m.
Yeah, so like shit like that could have been cool too. Like, come on, the soup kitchen, like that's just almost disrespectful.
Yeah.
No, that ain't it.
I mean, hey, shout out to the young brother, because he really fucked that off for himself.
Yeah.
I don't really feel bad for him.
He tried a thing, but
yeah, you should have just not even bothered.
Yeah.
Sometimes you shouldn't even bother trying to, like, you see a cute girl. I remember doing this, I think, in the month of October. I didn't have my funds together, right?
Okay.
I seen this cute girl on Snapchat. I was like, yo, you have a boyfriend?
That's the first thing you asked?
No. Well, we've been talking here and there. There's a conversation. I asked her if you had a boyfriend and stuff like that. She said no, she's single. I'm like, all right, good. I know in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm not going to offer to take you up because I don't got my money like that. I'm not going to offer to take someone out and me just go like scrambling for something. So I'm like, all right, when I get my money back, when I get my money good, I'm going to go hit her back. I mean,
did you?
No, because I've been distracted.
Okay.
But it's just, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if my money's not good, I'm not going to waste my
Put
time.
myself at financial risk.
Yeah, it's like, is that
boost an ego?
Yeah, and plus, if I come back and my money's good and she's with someone else, it's like, all right, that's all for the better.
Yeah,
like,
timing is everything.
Yeah, I got myself situated. I got it. The thing is, I always look at myself. I always gotta get myself situated. And we don't even talk about relationships here, but we just talk more about goals and shit. But how someone should be situated character-wise when they want to go out into the world. Yeah. And I say, hey, you got to focus on your funds, get yourself, stack your money. People might always say, yo, stack your money, get your 1-2s. The illiterate hoodman would have a conversation with you like that. Me, I'm not the illiterate hoodman. I'm talking about, hey, when you want to do certain things in the world, you want to make sure that your money is right so that when certain things happen, you are financially stable for those things that happen. And like I'm saying, you have a kid, let's say you saved up about $30,000, right? You have a kid, unexpectedly, you got $30,000 in the bank you could pull from.
You're financially stable.
Yeah, and you put 30,000 could really get you through, I think, a strong year. Yeah. If you could piece it right? Because if you piece it right, get a whole bunch of diapers and stuff like that, piece it right, 30,000 could get you through a lot. You know, especially when you're dating. When you want to have a chunkable amount of money when you start to, even when you're like a serial dater, you want to have a lot of money. Because I know a lot of guys out there who are serial daters and are broke as shit. Really? And broke as shit. Just to be honest, I be looking at guys and my friends. I'm like, damn, bro, like, you really out here living like that, huh?
Now your friends are gonna listen to this and question which one of them you're talking about.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, just like, you really out here living like that, bro? Like, like, bro, you really out here living like that? Like, pussy that fire?
Apparently.
Pussy never that fire to get me. Pussy never that fire to get me fucked up like that. Well, and plus, I'm old enough too, so I can't be making the same mistakes.
Same. Oh, so you once did make those mistakes?
Like I said earlier on the podcast, that I remember going out on dates and not. And making gambles with the debit. Yeah. Making gamble. And this was before I had overdraft, bro. Like, this was like, you know, life before overdraft, gambles with the debit.
I don't have overdraft.
You know?
No. One day my debit card did for the first time. I've had it since I was 13. So for the first time in 10 years, it overdrafted. And, like, you know how you get charged for overdrafting and stuff?
I got overdraft protection.
Yeah, see, I never had that. And then I called the bank, but I got them to reverse it because it was my first time ever. And she was like, do you want to buy the protection? I'm like, fuck no, I don't need it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I dipped in the overdraft a few times.
Doesn't
More times than I would like to say.
Yeah.
I'm saying, man. Yo, but like with the overdraft, there's no more gambles though. Yeah. I'm not sweating. I'm like, shh.
But then it's still like you got to worry about getting it back up.
Yeah, and then you got to always act this.
I feel like that's what I have a credit card for.
Then you got, that's why I use everything on my credit. I don't do anything on debit no more. But, yo, man, I'm telling you, man, there's a time in my life when there used to be the gamble. It's like I'm sweating. I'm like, and then when you get the decline, it's like, whoa.
That's just not awkward.
Have I got a decline? I think I've gotten a decline.
On a date?
Not a date, though. I don't think it was on a date. I think it was more so me just shopping. I got the decline.
I've gotten that before, but never on a, yeah, not on like a date.
I don't know if I got on a date, but man, I'm telling you, it was a gamble. And then you got the app on your phone, you're just making sure it's like, oh, I got transfer funds.
That sounds so stressful.
Yo, people to this day still do that. It's like, yo, they pull up the phone before they transfer funds to check-ins from savings.
First of all, my savings takes 24 hours to transfer over into my checking, so I would have to do it beforehand.
Well, are you with RBC?
No, the grocery store. It used to be PC.
Oh, now Simply.
Simply, yeah.
I was about to try. I was looking at it to have a new advertising.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I got e-transfers for free.
E-transfer?
So I could send as much money as I want and never get charged.
I think I get e-transfers for free too.
Do you? Yeah. That's awkward.
Yeah, I'm with TD, man. Oh. TD is not the best.
TD is not the best.
It's not the best, but they have great customer service.
I had a student checking account with them, so I could open up my U.S. account.
Yeah.
I just closed that now that I graduated.
Yeah.
And I just have my Visa with them.
How do you pay off the Visa? Do you just have to transfer it from one bank to another?
No, you can do, because I set up my bill payments with my Simply account.
Yeah.
So I just paid off through Simply.
Yeah, damn.
Just the bill payment of the card number.
Oh shit! All right, we're gonna have to talk about this more in-depth financial stuff because it's gonna be a reoccurring topic with money on here.
Okay.
Because you know why? We both get money, right?
Oh, you got it.
Yo, Nina said that so real on insurance. It's like, fuck. Yeah. I'm gonna just go along with you, Apollo.
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, if you're listening to this, it's going to be the new year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy 2019.
From the Educated and Reckless crew and to you. I appreciate you guys for holding us down from July all the way to right now. It's been a cool, 6 months?
August, September, October, November, December, January. Yeah.
It's been a cool half a year.
That's so weird. It feels like so much shorter.
Yeah, I know. It's been cool half a year. And I hope to see you guys again, even more growing, a more bigger listening audience in the new year.
Yeah.
We got some things that we want to plan out for the new year.
Yes, we do.
And it's
really exciting.
Really exciting. It's cool. I can't wait to do it. We giving
It sounded so unsure.
Nah, stop it. This is you know what? I'm getting late for the day. We gotta go. All right.
Oh yeah.
I got a day.
This is episode 24 of the Educated and Reckless podcast. Check us out on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Audio Mac, and Apollo has a date now, so
yeah,
he's got to go. I'm gonna go home and edit this. So bye, guys.
Peace.
See you later.
This has been
2018.